and the jukebox skips and the coffee brews. It's chewing time with Charlie Chew.
Welcome back. I'm Charlie Chews and this is KTWN 105.7. Let's get into it. We've got a lot to get through tonight.
I've been healed and I've been boots, cut my hair and grew it too. I've been told what's wrong, what's right, but the mirror don't need no rules tonight. The world spins in black and white, but I fall between the stripes. They call me free, call me wild, call me something they can't file. I ain't this, I ain't that, I'm just me, so you can all deal with that. In a world that wants to cage, I'll be me, colored by rainbow. They call me free. Small town whispers, bless their hearts, try to draw lines, tear me apart. But I was born the way that I am, and I won't conform to any man. I don't need no label written down, just my truth and solid ground. They call me free, call me wild, call me something they can't file. I ain't this, I ain't that, I'm just me, so you can all deal with that. In a world that wants to cage, I'll be me, colored by rainbow. They call me free, yeah. Some days soft, some days strong, sometimes I feel right but never wrong. You might judge and not understand, and I won't conform to your grand plans. They call me free, call me wild, call me something they can't file. I ain't this, I ain't that, I'm just me, so you can all deal with that. In a world that wants to cage, I'll be me, colored by rainbow. They call me free, yeah, they call me free. And that's fine by me, and that's fine by me.
Hi everyone, this is Heidi Singh. You're listening to KTWN 105.7. This is my track song, Quicksand Queen. Enjoy.
Your pieces scatter like falling rain, pawns in play, but it's all in vain. I chase them down, try to save your name. The board's a mess, shadows on the wall. Every move you make feels like a brawl. But I'm the one caught waiting for the fall, cornered by the chaos, choking on your dust. Quicksand queen dragging me under. Your game's a trap, it tears me asunder. I try to pull you out, but I'm sinking too. Quicksand queen, what else can I do?
Right, folks. On my way to work this morning, Billy J. Robbins stopped me out by Miller's Bend, waving his arms like he'd seen a ghost, which, knowing Billy J, he probably thinks he did. He started rambling about shadows in Dunlowe, said the pale and the black were out roaming again. According to Billy, they walk among us, watching, judging, whispering things only he can hear. Now, I don't know about all that, but Billy swears he sees more than most of us ever will. Then he told me the mayor ain't what he appears to be. Something about evil in a good suit. Said Dunlowe's got secrets buried under every porch step. Between you and me, I just hope he doesn't start focusing on me. I'm a nice guy, honestly. Just a humble radio man trying to keep this town stitched together. Anyway, while Billy's out wrestling ghosts and shadows, let's spin the next record.
Out by the fence where the thistles grow high, I met an old woman with frost in her eye. She offered no name, just a whisper and grin. Said the war's never over, it just moves within. She spoke of a boy with a sun-colored mind, walked with a limp, but his heart stayed aligned. Carried no blade, just a bell on a string. Rang it for mercy, more than for kings. There's a shadow that doesn't need moonlight to crawl, and a fire that burns without smoke at all. They circle each other like buzzards and crows, the pale and the black, the only two roads. Now deep in the valley where mirrors go blind, there lived a thin man who bartered in time. He'd trade you a smile for the ache in your chest, but every debt he forgave just became interest. He wore a coat stitched from sermons and lies, drank from a flask full of counterfeit skies. Said right and wrong, they're both just charades, played by the folks too afraid of the graves. There's a silence that screams if you listen too long, and a kindness that kills when the aim has gone wrong. They drift through the dusk with no need for a boat, the pale and the black, the only two roads. The wind which side I should choose. It laughed through the wheat and shook off my shoes. The purest of paths are the ones never paved, but evil walks easiest where good men behave. So I took to the trail with a bell on my thread, a coin from my father, a book never read. Each town I passed gave me names I don't keep, but the tail grows sharper when it's buried deep. There's a prayer with no words that still carries weight, and a villain who weeps when he's shown it's too late. No map can divide what your own marrow knows. The pale and the black, the only two roads.
Hello everybody, this is Peter Vane, and you are listening to KTWN radio show at 105.7. And now, you are going to hear my song, This Ain't Me. Enjoy.
I see my shadow stretch and bend, a stranger's shape at the day's dead end. The pavement whispers stories untold. My shoes don't fit this road I hold. This ain't me, no it ain't me. Not the man I thought I'd be. Lost my name somewhere in the breeze. This ain't me, no it ain't me. The mirror cracks a crooked grin. Who's that fool staring in? The wind calls but it don't sound right. Feels like I'm chasing someone else's fight. I tried to wear their borrowed skin, but it never let my soul begin. This ain't me, no it ain't me. Not the man I thought I'd be. Lost my name somewhere in the breeze. This ain't me, no it ain't me. The mirror cracks a crooked grin. Who's that fool staring in? The wind calls, but it don't sound right. Feels like I'm chasing someone else's fight. I tried to wear their borrowed skin, but it never let my soul begin. This ain't me, no it ain't me. Not the man I thought I'd be. Lost my name somewhere in the breeze. This ain't me, no it ain't me. Burn the map, let it go. Follow the stars, not the road. The pieces don't fit, the picture's a lie. I'll find myself under this sky. Burn the map, let it go. Follow the stars, not the road. The pieces don't fit, the picture's a lie. I'll find myself under this sky. Brown map. This ain't me, no it ain't me. Not the man I thought I'd be. Lost my name somewhere in the breeze. This ain't me, no it ain't me. No it ain't me, no it ain't me, no it ain't me. This ain't me, no it ain't me, no it ain't me. Burn the map, let it go. Follow the stars, not the road. The pieces don't fit, the picture's a lie. I'll find myself under this sky.
If you've got a story, if you've got a tune. If the night's too quiet in your living room, pick up the line, don't think it through. You're talking to Dunlowe, Charlie Choose.
Charlie Choose. Go ahead, caller. You're on KTWN 105.7.
This is Mayor Tillman, you little pissant. I heard you on the radio calling me evil in a good suit. You really don't understand how power works, Charlie. I can crush you like a bug.
Mayor Tillman, you do know we're live on the air.
There was a boy in a small town, everyone knew his name. They laughed at him because he believed in himself and believed in his name. They called him Tim I Can, and every day he tried, and every day he fell short, but that never stopped him trying. He'd walk right back into the world and say, I know I can. Tim wakes up with a sunrise, boots on the floor, with a belief in himself and shoes worn thin to the floor. Tried to climb every ladder, tried to finish every race. Every stumble never stole the determination from his face. They teased him in the streets, you really think you can? He smiled through every whisper, that was Tim I Can. Tim I can, Tim I can. When the whole world said he wouldn't, he just said he can. Tim I can, Tim I can. He kept rising every time the ground turned into sand. Oh, Tim I can, Tim I can. Hard like a lion in a boy who never ran. He took on heavy burdens, jobs no one else would try. Stack shelves after midnight, help neighbors get by. Life hit him with 1,000 blows that would knock others down, but Tim stood right back up and whispered, I know I can. One stormy evening, the river tore through town. A little girl slipped screaming as the water pulled her down. People stood there frozen, fear holding every hand. But Tim ran toward the danger, saying, I know I can. He reached her in the chaos, fought the river's roar, lifted her to safety, pushed her to the shore. But the current caught him after, stronger than any man. And the last words that he whispered were, I know I can. Tim I can, Tim I can. When the whole world said he wouldn't, he just said he can. Tim I can, Tim I can. He kept rising every time the ground turned into sand. Oh, Tim I can, Tim I can. Hard like a lion in a boy who never ran. Courage isn't winning, courage isn't fame. It's giving all you have, even when it costs your name. When fear stands in your way, when no one else will try, you rise, you fight, you lift the fallen to the sky. Now the town remembers him, candles by the stream, his name etched in their stories, in every child's dream. Not for the fortune, not for the prize, but for the boy who proved belief can make a hero rise. Tim I can, Tim I can. When the whole world said he wouldn't, he just said he can. Tim, I can. Tim, I can. He gave all he had to save a life with his own hands. Oh, Tim, I can. Tim, I can. The boy who proved believing is where heroes begin. Tim, I can. Tim, I can. When the whole world said he wouldn't, he just said he can. Tim, I can. Tim, I can. He gave all he had to save a life with his own hands. Oh, Tim, I can. Tim, I can. Hard like a lion in a boy who never ran. Courage isn't winning. Courage isn't fame. Courage came from a boy. The town called him names. When fear stands in my way, when I give it a try, I will always remember my friend Tim. He was born on a Friday, the lights came alive. Cleats hit the field like a war drum drive. Mama named him Calvin, Daddy called him Champ. Tossed his first spiral before he could read a line. He wore number 7 like a sheriff's star. Threw it a mile, you knew he'd be a star. Senior year they crowned him king. He owned the field, he made it sing. Tied back ankle with electrical tape. Still spun it clean like a chapel day. They said he could have made the league, but small towns love their own for free. Number 7 don't shine no more. Rust on the bleachers, locks on the door. There's a ring of dust where the jukebox stood, and a boy named Rush who was almost good. He walks real slow, but he walks in fame. 'Cause the townsfolk still speak his name. The scouts came down with clipboards and cash. Watch Calvin fall in the playoff clash. One bad snap, a cruel bad bounce. One blown dream no one could count. He limped off the field, pain he couldn't hide. Dreams fell silent as the scouts walked by. Now he sweeps the gym and lines the field. Still signs kids' balls like fate was sealed. Got a drawer of braces and letters he wrote. A torn up jersey, a suicide note. But he burned that paper and taped one more cleat. Boys like him don't know retreat. Number 7 don't shine no more, but he keeps that scoreboard from warping forward. There's a stain on the trophy that no one cleans, but it shines when the sun hits in between. And every fall with the frostbitten air, you'll see Calvin ghosting through thin despair. He says you don't need bright lights to matter, kid. Just a name that echoes when the bleachers sit. And though the world moved past that frame, he still signs it Calvin Rush just the same. Number 7 don't shine no more. But in Dunlowe, he's what dreams were for. And the goalpost leans, and the pain has run. But Calvin's still out there, throwing to no one. Ooh.
This is Richard Brewer. You're listening to KTWN 105.7, and this is my track, At the Beach House.
Screen door slamming with the ocean breeze, salt in the air, sand on our knees. Radio hums through a broken speaker, sunburned skin, hearts a little weaker. Old floors and a faded couch, shoes by the door, we don't go out. Time moves slow when the tide rolls in, we forget who we've ever been. No plans, no phones, no reason to rush. Just waves talking louder than us. At the beach house, where the nights last longer, laugh a little louder, fall a little harder. At the beach house, where the world feels smaller. If this is all we get right now, I don't wanna leave the beach house. I don't wanna leave the beach house. Morning light through the window pane, coffee strong, still feeling last night's rain. Footprints fading where we danced in the sand. Didn't need a future, didn't need a plan. Polaroid stuffed in a kitchen drawer, promises written in salt and shore. Every sunset says don't let go, every sunrise says you already know. If tomorrow tries to pull us apart, let tonight stay burned in our hearts. At the beach house, where the nights last longer, laugh a little louder, fall a little harder. At the beach house, where the world feels smaller. If this is all we get right now, I don't wanna leave the beach house. I don't wanna leave the beach house. I don't wanna leave the beach house. Windows down on a coastal drive, singing songs like we're still alive. If we're gonna disappear someday, let it be with the tide this way. No clock ticks, no goodbye, just the moon and the open sky. At the beach house, where the past don't matter. Every wave pulls us closer, every moment shatters. At the beach house, yeah, we found our forever. Even if it's just tonight, I don't wanna leave the beach house. And the season fades and the sand gets cold, I remember you in the afterglow. Still hear your voice when the wind blows south, still with you. At the beach house.
Moonshine, moonshine. There's nothing finer than moonshine. Bob's moonshine whenever you see Bob's Oldsmobile rolling down the line. Dunlowe's finest since 1927, and that's the honest truth.
Well, that went quick. I'd like to thank Heidi Singh, Peter Vane and Richard Brewer for being a part of tonight's show. Please check out their links down in the comments section. This is Charlie Chews. Good night, Dunlowe.